Okay, leaving the house for a race on Robben Island, which we're supposed to leave at 7:30, and I'm a bit worried because my lift is running late. I thought the gate wasn't working, which would have made things worse. Hello explorers, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Quite an interesting start to my race actually. So for context, I was supposed to be picked up at the BP garage by a friend of mine from my running club, and she did not show up. We had a miscommunication where I told her where I am and she said that she's on the way, and she thought I meant I am at another place, probably at the waterfront. Luckily, I did make it on time. Hello, how are you? Good, thanks. Which way to the Robben Island ferry?
Oh,
okay, thank you.
There's a long queue outside.
Ah, yeah, my friend told me. I think that's what saved me. Because
and the
people are
boat
still
just
waiting.
got here now.
Oh, okay.
The other one is still coming.
Okay, good. I want to try and make the first one if it's possible. How many people in
The
each?
first one is gone at 6:30.
I won't lie, as soon as I heard the first one is gone in terms of the ferry, I was definitely worried. I'm so grateful to this lady. She luckily worked at the Robben Island Museum, so she was able to give me a little bit of a back route to make sure that I got there on time. So I'd been to Robben Island a couple of times before, but never for something this unique, and I was really looking forward to it, and again, so relieved that I made it on time. I really hope I get time and make time actually to do more races in 2024. There's something about the energy on race day. Everyone is like on the same page and super positive. Thank you so much. The ferry was absolutely packed, but not in an uncomfortable way, and I absolutely loved the weather. I think it was perfect for running. I was hoping it would stay this way, just a little bit cloudy, a little bit overcast, a little bit moody. I noticed I usually don't even show my face in a lot of vlogs, not even just vlogs, but even my Instagram. I'm always trying to capture the vibe or the place, and I don't really focus on myself, so I've tried to rectify that in this vlog. I hope you do notice a lot more me. So for context, we're at the Robben Island Museum, and this is the Sobukwe and Mandela 60 years celebration race. It's a memorial run. I was a little bit nervous because who wants to run at a prison, right? So I was just hoping that I don't end up crying on my race. And even if it does happen, I guess this is the one time that it would make absolute sense. So 𝐸𝐿 and I are on speaking terms again. I've almost forgiven her for leaving me at the BP in Pinelands. What do you have to say for yourself? Tell these people on YouTube, what do you have to say?
I absolutely don't have anything to say.
No excuse. We're 2 k's in. It's tough, but we're going. I really had no business hyperventilating like my whole life is depending on it, 2,000 meters in. But here we are, folks. As flat as the island was, I was actually dying. It's always interesting doing these races because it's like, yo, 15 k's or 10 k's, and then you start and you're like, oh my god, I've just made it to 900 meters. Oh my god, 9.1 k's to go. Yeah, literally with every little milestone, you're like counting down, and it just doesn't get easier. So Milky Way had a little stand at this race. I've always seen when people finish a race and they get free ice cream. I was one of those people. There was also a Wimpy stand and a mug and bean stand where they gave out little muffins as well as a coffee.
Either the prison court giving you a sentence to get a whipping on your bums, or the prison court giving you an additional sentence.
After our race, we were given the option of going on a tour. There were multiple tours being held by different ex-prisoners. It was super, super emotional as always, but I think it's always a good idea to just kind of like remind you of where we come from. And that was the end of the race. Dun, dun, dun. There were different ferries coming in and out of the island at different times. I think I finished quite early because I was actually allocated a ferry at around 1, but I left at the 11 o'clock one, luckily. And in fact, I felt like I really needed to do some self-care, so I was like, why not head to the spa? And that's how I found myself at the Mount Nelson Spa. They don't usually have random spa availabilities, but I tried my luck on my way from the ferry. I called them to see if they have anything for the day, and they had a 2:30, so I kind of went from the ferry straight to the spa. I was a little bit early, of course, so I actually got there and I did a little bit of a shower, which was much needed. I had my husband send stuff via Uber, and then I took a nice shower and I went into the sauna for about 10-15 minutes before my treatment started. Because it was so last minute, I opted for the 30-minute back, neck and shoulders or a foot massage. Those are the only 2 options available, so I went for the foot massage. The spa was amazing, the treatment was great, but what was even better was the conservatory, which I had pretty much all to myself for whatever reason, but I was not complaining. And of course, after the spa, you've got a variety of snacks and refreshments to choose from. There's macaroons, cookies, fruit, and you get to pour yourself your own sparkling wine, which I thought was a really, really nice touch. After spending some time in the plunge pool, I went outside to spend some time in the main pool. It was so beautiful. The light was shining beautifully. You could see Lion's Head. I would highly recommend this place. All in all, that brings us to the end of my vlog. Thank you so much. I guess this is like a light, short take on a spend a day with me. And I hope that you've enjoyed it. And do tune in for the next episode where I'll be taking you on a little adventure with my family to Amsterdam.